Hello you buggers and bitches, and I'm going to try and give you a quick update, very quick. Neck, it's all nice and shiny, it's ready to go back together again. This is for the Banjolin. PV neck is underneath this towel, still working on that. I say I'm still working on it, it's been sitting here waiting for me to be in the right frame of mind to get the nitty gritty finessing bits off. Everything else, I should have wrote a script for this because well, I've consigned it all to what's that thing called? Oh yeah, memory. It's all been consigned to memory, so I'm going to try and keep on top of this one because this is quite a tricky one. I'm going to be talking about Tonewood. Well, not exactly Tonewood, maybe a bit of Tonewood marketing, and how that has kind of like fanned out a little bit further than you'd probably expect it to. Now, one of my friends and fellow YouTuber, Robbolandvids, he did a video recently showing off his Switch Wild one. Well, I think it's a Wild. Well, it's a wild guitar. I'm not too sure which number it is. He calls it the wild one. I think he's just playing on words there. I think they're currently at wild 4 in their numbering system. Now, this guitar is man-made. It's made from man-made fabric. Well, of course, they're all man-made. Apart from those wonderful guitars that are gnawed out by beavers. If you can find one of those, I want to see it. Give me a review. Oh, sorry. Sorry. It's all gone a bit wild and crazy. Yeah, beaver carved guitars. That's the one. Sorry. It's a guitar made from man-made materials, specifically a resin. Now, he sent me well, he showed his video just basically going over the guitar and, you know, basically a review, and I commented, you know, I'd love to get my hands on it and cut it open and see what its guts are like, you know, because you know me, I'm a sucker for alternative materials. And amazingly enough, he contacted me and said, I've taken a chunk out of it and I'm going to send it to you. I went, what? You did what? Yeah. So I've asked him to do a quick video to introduce this. So take it away, Robbo.
Morning all. Morning all. It's Rob Wheatley here at Robbolandvids here on YouTube. Thank you for the responses I've had on a video I put up yesterday. Bit of a joke video, but making a point about tone woods versus tone plastics. Just thought I'd stick my oar in for the hell of it. I featured a particular guitar called the Switch Vibracell, which is made out of a resin, and our very own mad inventor Duncan from DKG sent me a message saying I want to get my hands on that guitar and chop it up to see its guts. Which I guess is only to be expected. Well, Dunk, no. Alright, but yes, I've done it for you, alright? Bear with me and we'll come through to the kitchen and I'll show you what I got, alright? Okay, here we go. We're going to stroll through the kitchen and I'll show you what I got here. Here is the guitar, the Switch Vibracell guitar, and what I've done. See, we're good here. We help each other. This is what it should be about, looking after each other and helping each other. Here's the guitar, and there's a control cavity there, which I've done some photographs of, and I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll edit them into this video, okay? I'll stick a few in with some nice music, and then you can pause it and have a look, because I think inside this cavity you might be able to see some sort of layering and things like that. What I've done, if you notice there, I'll just hold the camera, sorry about this, there, look what I've done for you. I've chopped a lump of my guitar out. Sorry it's such a tiny little lump, but there, you know, I can't take it out of the back of the neck or here because it'll just, you know, I'm not that nice. So what I've done, okay, and I've got it in a little baggie here for you. Alright, little bag with a tiny little bit, but it might be enough to just give you an idea of what's what, and you can play your mad crazy experiments with it and whatever else. So if you give us a shout, alright mate, I'll send it on to you. Yeah, that's the way it is, isn't it? So there you go, happy hunting, and we'll see you later. Oh, beer, excellent. Recycling, good stuff. And I have no idea what this is. No idea what that is. It makes a noise. It's a stupid noise making machine. Anyway, good stuff. I'll talk to you all later. Cheers.
So here is the piece he's cut away. Now I had an inkling what the interior of the guitar will be made from. I had an idea, and my suspicions were relatively correct. I've got a little microscope here, bear with me. So there you go, that's what it is. Now basically this is a polyurethane foam. There's the top. You can see how this was taken from the as you saw in the video, in the pictures, it's taken from the cavity, so it doesn't have a smooth finish on the inside. Very difficult to polish up. So, you know, it doesn't get the best of treatment, and it's hidden anyway. So there you go. And there's the there it is. Let me just focus up. And another view. Look at that great big hole in it. Yeah. So it's a polyurethane foam, a rigid foam. It not too. Unlike, that's a sponge. Not unlike this stuff. This is a bit from my carbon fibre stuff. Well, obviously you can see, you know, it's quite different. I mean, this is a lot softer, a lot softer material. This is quite hard. Now, I've used this stuff before in model making, well, film props and stuff, which. We call it fast cast, but it's a two-part polyurethane resin. You mix equal parts of A and B, mix it in a pot, pour it out, and it goes off, you know, pretty quickly. Hence the name fast cast. So you can crank things out of molds really quickly. Let me just put that in the bag, just in case Robbo wants to have that back and. Glue it back into place. So gone onto their website and have a little looky, and so I will give all the links down below as always. Now where do they, okay, they call the material well, actually they call the whole thing a process. So they call it Vibracell. So Vibracell is a patented process of completely moulding both electric and bass guitars, including the neck and headstock, from the patented switch Vibracell material, creating an instrument with precise harmonic resonance and sound frequency. Vibracell also Robbolandvids allows the entire instrument to be created as a whole with well, it's just basically a one-piece thing. blah 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 blah. Controlling the internal cells with the ability to control the cells, we can effectively tune the body and neck to exceed the characteristics and response of those instruments made from the best available woods in the world. Additionally, Vibracell has the pure strength to withstand extreme temperature changes that affect traditional wooden bodies and necks. Yeah, well, some of that's true. Vibracell, or should we just call it polyurethane resin? Well, it's, like I say, it's a man-made material. It's not affected by extreme temperature changes as much as wood is. Yeah, pretty much like most man-made materials, because it's what you call a homogeneous material as opposed to a heterogeneous material, which is a heterogeneous material, you know, will have different kind of densities throughout, so you know you can expand and contract in different ways and twist and warp and go out of shape. So yeah, this won't. Obviously man-made materials do expand and contract, but they do it in a more even and sedate way. So yeah, that's what they're saying on their website. Now, Vibracell is patented. The material is patented. So with a bit of internet sleuthery, I managed to find the patent. Again, the link is down below. And what's interesting about going through the patent? Well, I mean, obviously they have to be a bit more specific. In their on their website, they don't tell you what Vibracell is. I just told you it's polyurethane resin, and in the patent, it will tell you it's polyurethane resin. What makes polyurethane resin into Vibracell? Do you know what? They chuck shit in it. They just mix in stuff. Wood chip is mentioned. Talc. What are the clay? Just kind of any old crap. Now, I've done moulding before, this kind of stuff, and yeah, it's just packing stuff. It just allows the moulding material to go a bit further. You get a bit more bang for your buck. Does adding wood chip into the polyurethane impart any of the wood properties? Come on, be realistic about this. And they do actually go into a great amount of detail about the process. Primarily, it's all about cost. If you look at this patent, it basically comes down to the fact that we can bang these out quicker than you can a normal wooden guitar, or what they would call prior art, because it was the prior art of doing these sort of things. It was the prior art. This is the modern way. We just bang this crap out. Yeah, let's just back up there. Yeah, when I say bang this crap out, we're not talking. These aren't crap. Okay, the guitars aren't crap. They're great. What is crap is the way that they're reorganizing their tenet to make it sound like this was done in a way to improve the tone of the guitar. It's not. It's just using modern materials. It's speeding things up so they can do things a bit quicker, and they can throw any old crap into it. Crap. yeah, so see what else, if there's anything else in there. Oh, there's loads of information. I mean, they can, depending on the mix, they can change the density of the polyurethane. So I mean, it foams up just a wee bit, depending on the mix, and so you can control the density, and so you have a certain amount of control over the performance of the guitar, maybe on the levels of sustain and weight more than anything else. We can control the weight, the mass. So yeah, Vibrocell. Now, interestingly, there's another company called. What the flip they gone? Aristedes. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it some kind of Greek philosopher? It sounds like it. Again, the link is down there. Now, they have a slightly different thing going on here. They have a material that they call Areum. What's Areum, I ask you? Well, a bit of sleuthery again. It's polyurethane resin. So what makes this Areum different to Vibrocell? It's down to the shit they put in it. Areum is filled. Well, it has a partial filler added to it, which is glass beads, not solid glass beads. They're hollow. These are used in moulding to lighten the castings, or if you're making a boat hull, not a boat hole, a boat, a boat hull. Yeah, if you make a hull for a boat using this stuff and you're mixing it with epoxy, it makes it lighter. Again, as it is a filler, it means you use less of the polyurethane. Now, with the glass beads, though, I think the polyurethane is actually cheaper than the glass beads. So yeah, but again, it's reducing the weight. Now, also on their website, they have a wonderful exploded view of what their guitar looks like on the inside, and yeah, fiberglass, carbon fiber, with an Areum core, and that's what's. There's no cardboard in it, but it might as well be. So, yeah, interesting. Now, surely, if you read the patent for the Vibrocell, it's quite specific about. They seem to have the impression that moulding a guitar out of the polyurethane is like a major invention. Now, moulding things out of polyurethane is not new. It just so happens that they're putting a patent on it as far as guitars are concerned. They also talk about moulding pianos and amp cases. So they're including that as part of their spiel. It's a bit unusual, because then also this Areum material is crossing over into that patent. The only difference is the stuff they're putting in it. Now, how far does this go? I mean, if I made a guitar out of polyurethane and I rubbed some of my special sauce into it, will I then be breaking this patent law? I don't think so, because I'd have created a new material. More specifically, a very unique material, because it would have my DNA inside it. In years to come, you might find scientists getting into my guitars to extract my DNA to create a park of dunks. sounds horrible. Yeah, so if you ever buy a guitar from me and it's made from polyurethane, and I say that this guitar has been made with love, you might not want it. So where does that leave us? I don't know. So the interesting thing is the Tonewood sales pitch is crossing over to man-made materials, and they're selling their man-made materials in a way to make it sound like they're matching tonal properties of musical instruments. Do they actually believe it? I don't know. I have a feeling that, a gut feeling, I have a feeling that, you know, they know it doesn't make any difference. Now the Areum was kind of, it said it was developed at a university as well, so yeah, some student got some stuff and mixed some shit in it. There you go, thank you very much. Yeah, so that, like I say, are they just, do they know that wood species doesn't make a difference, and materials in general don't really make a difference in the sound as long as you're, you know, within the right parameters, and they feel that they have to step up their game to compete with the idea that woods do make a difference. If they blatantly said on their website that materials don't make a difference, and here's our materials, here's our guitars made from other materials, are they afraid that people aren't going to buy into that? And I got a feeling that's kind of like where it goes. Now I know a lot of you people out there, a lot of you, not all of you, but a lot of you, don't think the material or the wood species makes any difference to the sound of the guitar. I think you lot are actually in a minority, not because you just know better. It's just that because I don't think a lot of people even know this is a questionable thing. But you know, this is a small community that we've got here, and or this cult, as some idiot keeps going on about. Yeah, it's not a cult, it's just called knowledge, you prick. Yeah. What have I missed out? Loads, I'm sure of it. Shall I do my 2-second test to think of anything else to say? Nah, can't think of a thing. Anyway, loads more coming. I just thought I'd better do this one. So, thanks Robbolandvids. Go and check his channel out, and we'll see you soon. We might talk about this a bit more at a later date. Bye for now.